We are back with some more Texans legacy franchise, and we are finally at the end of the offseason. It's been a long wait since I played some actual gameplay. Because we didn't make the playoffs, and the playoffs took a minute too, so it's been forever. I'm itching to just finally get after it. As you can see, we only have $18 million to spend, so we did have a really, really good offseason. Damn near perfect. I think I placed six bids, and I won 5 of them. So couldn't have asked for a much better offseason. We'll get into the players that I signed. The Super Bowl recap, it was Eagles-Chiefs rematch. The Chiefs won this time, so the Chiefs are our current Super Bowl champions. I'm going to go over all the trades that were made during the league. I did not make a trade. I was close here or there with a couple players, but we just couldn't really agree to things. So I'm going to quickly go over all the trades that happened throughout the league. The Patriots traded their current first-round pick and Mac Jones to the Broncos, and the Broncos gave the Patriots the number 2 overall pick in the draft, so Patriots probably get a new quarterback. The Commanders traded a current first, current third, and a future third to the Saints, and the Saints traded cornerback Paulson Adebo, I believe that's how you say his name, and their first-round pick. The Commanders traded away their second-round pick to the Broncos, and the Broncos sent them an outside linebacker, Baron Browning. We got the Ravens, who sent their current second to the Panthers for Malik Willis. So maybe a new quarterback there for the Ravens. The Raiders sent a current first, current third, and a future first, and strong safety Trayvon Moehrig, maybe that's how you say his name, not too sure, to the Panthers. And the Panthers send Jalen Waddle. So the Raiders getting a big wide receiver there. The Eagles traded right tackle Lane Johnson to the Panthers, and the Panthers sent them their current second. The Dolphins sent their current first and wide receiver Anthony Schwartz and left guard Austin Jackson to the Bears, and the Bears sent the 101. So interesting to see what Miami will do with that pick right there. The Jets sent their current third, Zach Wilson, and Elijah Moore, and middle linebacker Chris Barnes to the Titans, and the Titans sent their first-round pick, which was number 3. The Browns sent their current second and left end Jermaine Johnson to the Eagles, and the Eagles sent Josh Sweat. The Browns also sent left tackle Jedrick Willis over to the Lions, and the Lions sent two current thirds. That's a pretty solid trade. If I knew 2 current thirds could have got me him, I might have went that route. That was a solid trade. The Commanders also sent their current first to trade back with the Bills, and the Bills sent their current first and current third. We got the Ravens, who traded Marlon Humphrey to the Saints, and the Saints gave him a first and a third-round pick. And then a couple more here. The Ravens traded their current fourth, right guard Ben Cleveland, and cornerback Jalen Armour Davis to the Seahawks in exchange for Tariq Woolen. So that was our final trade. We're caught up, so let's just hop straight into it. We're going to go straight into the players that we signed. I'm actually going to go by this, that way it's maybe easier for you to not see and get spoilers. So the first player we put a bid on was free safety Xavier McKinney. He did not have that much interest with us, but I thought it was just worth it because unfortunately Jordan Poyer regressed like crazy. He's probably still going to be our starter unless I find someone in the draft that can replace him. He's still got abilities, which is nice. He's still got deep out zone KO, but he regressed very, very bad. He's in bad form. Like, he's -2 morale currently. It's not working out. It's not working out. So, we might try to replace him in the draft. If not, he got one more year with us. That was the only bid we didn't win. Like I said, his interest meter was super low, so I didn't really expect much, but he's a good player, still very young. He was like an 87 overall superstar, so I was like, I got to at least try. Didn't go too heavy after him, but I did try. Couldn't get him. The second player we put a bid on, which was a big pickup, was Darius Slay. Huge pickup. I believe it was only a 1-year deal is what we got him for. Let's see. Yep, 1 year. It's a shitload of money, but it's a 1-year deal. We could always just franchise tag him, for the last season if we can get to one more, which I think we can, so we'll see. He's an X factor. He's got shutdown. He's got inside shade. Defenders with this ability generally react much faster when in man coverage, and acrobat, which is OP. I mean, I can't stand going against people with acrobat. The stats are godly on this card. He's 33. He's ancient, but he's still getting the job done. I mean, he's still getting the job. Look at these abilities. 93 man, 96 zone, 98 play rec. His speed isn't like crazy, but it's solid. 97 awareness. I mean, this guy is crazy. This player is crazy. Him and Stingley are going to be out wide. Byron, I could cut. I could cut and free up $14 million. I thought about doing that, but there's no one really left in the free agent pool that I kind of want to use that $14 million on. So Byron might be just in the slot because I don't really want to put Stingley or Darius Slay there. So Byron might just be our new slot guy. We'll see. There's a couple cornerbacks I might draft. So if one gets to me, Byron just might be our fourth corner on the depth chart. He just might be. So we'll just have to see. He's kind of just shit out of luck here. But when Darius Slay was there for a 1-year deal, nothing long term. I had to get him. I had to at least try. His interest was like a little bit half, so I didn't have the best chances, but I gave him a lot of money. Got that one done. The next signing, I was the only person that put a bid on, was Logan Wilson. Did give him quite a bit of money. He's on a 4-year deal, I believe. He's still, he's 28, so with 2 more seasons left to play, pretty much, he shouldn't regress. He should be fine. Yeah, it was a 4-year deal. He got quite a bit of money, but we needed help on the defense. We needed, extra linebacker help. Diane Henley, okay player, okay rookie, but I don't really have time to sit here and to try to develop him. Especially with the time ticking down. We gotta win some playoff games. This stats on this card are crazy. He's only star dev, maybe getting the superstar, but 85 speed, 90 acceleration is pretty damn solid. The zone's good, player X good, awareness good, tackling great. Probably a dude that I don't really have to cut user much. I can kind of use Christian Harris or Anthony Barr and just let this guy run around and do his thing, and he would be perfectly fine. So needed to help out the defense. Speaking of the defense, massive signing we got here is me and the Panthers were the only 2 bids, and I smashed the Panthers. I'm pretty sure I doubled the offer. It's a 3-year deal. Shore up the defensive line. Dexter freaking Lawrence. So we got superstar Tyree Wilson on the right. We got newly X Factor George Rose on the left. And in the middle, we got Derek Brown with Dexter Lawrence. This was the number 1 guy. I went so heavy on this guy. I gave him crazy money, 3-year deal. I needed the defense to be better. That's really what I focused on, is the defense needed to be better. And the fact that my front 3 is consisted of Dexter, Derek Brown, George Rose X Factor, Tyree Wilson as a superstar, that front 4 is insane. It has to be one of the best in the league at this point. The stats on this guy are just godly. If I do not have a dominant front 4 this next season, then it's just me at this point, because I have the players to do it. Dexter was a huge pickup. Once I saw him there, I was like, yeah, this is the biggest guy I'm going to splash on. He's still super young, the same age as Derek Brown. The defensive line is looking amazing. The defensive line is looking absolutely amazing. The next signing, I was the only one to put a bid on him. We needed a new kicker because Kaimi left, so we got Zane Gonzalez. I believe it's a 2-year deal. It's 1 or 2. I can't quite remember, but it's between him and Joey Slye. It's a 2-year deal. I would have rather have Joey Slye just because in Madden you just want kick power. That's really all that matters, and he has 99, but there was a couple other people bidding on him. So I was like, I can just get Zane. I'm sure everyone's going to want to go after Joey. I can get 97 kick power, which I think was better than Kaimi. I think Kaimi had 96. I think also Kaimi had better accuracy too, so, it is what it is. But 97 kick power, new kicker, solid player. The last one, I put a bid on it and just went to work. So I didn't even get to check it, see if I got it. And we did get it. We have a new lineman. He's a left tackle, moved him to the right, Orlando Brown. Another monster player, man. 86 overall. Look at these stats. This dude's a beast. The rookie last year we had at right tackle, he developed okay. He almost got to an 80. He was getting up there in not dev overall, but he just was giving up too many sacks. He was giving up way too many sacks. We got to shore up those tackle spots. Obviously, Tunzel's on the left. Orlando Brown's sitting there. He's 28, but like I said, we only got 2 more years, so he shouldn't regress. He should be perfectly fine. He's got great stats. He will be moving the right tackle, and unless I find someone in the draft, Darnell Wright will be moving to right guard. So maybe he'll flourish a little bit better there. His run blocking is a little weak. Its pass blocking is kind of what he's better at, but maybe being on the inside a little bit more and not being, on those one-on-ones with those big, huge, or quick, defensive ends, because he gets blown by pretty quickly. If for some reason the man can't keep up with anyone, he just gets blown by in seconds. So we're going to try him out at right guard, which maybe it'll work for him, maybe it won't, but I think it's a decent spot for him. Like I said, unless I find someone in the draft that I can pick. But Orlando Brown, surprising that it even fell to me because there was a couple other people bidding on him, but he actually had a ton of interest to join me. I guess he wanted a warm weather state and like all kinds of other stuff. So I was like, you know what, we got money, we're running out of season this Madden, so let's just throw him an offer, and we got him. So the team is looking absolutely fantastic. I mean, I think we killed this offseason. We still have a decent amount of cap. Going into our next offseason, there's only one big name that I've really got to sign, and I mean, obviously Darius Slay, just because I signed him. But before I made all the signings, in the offseason, the only big name I had to sign was Derek Brown. Other than that, Brandon Cooks, I'm going to let go. He's getting old. Darius Slay, I might just franchise tag him. So we really only long-term deal we got to figure out is Derek Brown, and the rest can just walk away. So we don't really have to, spend too much next year. So that's why I went really, really heavy this year to try to make the team better. And I think we did. I think our team's looking absolutely fantastic. I mean, look at this. Look at this offensive line. It's a little jank right now. For some reason, they got Tunzel on the right when we don't need Tunzel on the right. But, oops, what did I just do? Yeah, we'll swap those. Left guards and center looking nice. Hopefully, Mr. Wright can do better at right guard. Receivers looking nice. Running back looking nice. Defense, it took a massive step up. We acquired an X Factor corner. We got 2 more X Factors on the D. We got a brand new linebacker, a brand new defensive tackle. I think my first round pick, I didn't scout strong safeties. So it's a little risky, but I might try to, pick up a safety to plop over Jordan Poyer. Just didn't expect him. I mean, I thought Jordan Poyer would at least stay like mid-80s for this season. So the 2-year deal that I gave him, he's, this is his last deal on his contract. So at least I think it is. Let me double check. Yeah, so I didn't expect him to drop that much. When I signed him, I thought, for sure he stays mid-80s at the least. I mean, obviously the morale boost helps a bit if he can. Everyone's got morale boost besides him apparently. So I don't know. I really don't know, but I think that's where I'm going to go with my first round pick, is just see if I can get that. Unless something falls to me that looks nice. I mean, a tight end could be cool, I guess. Hayden Hurst is a solid player, but there's a nice tight end. The defense is locked in, though. I mean, Anthony Barr is a user god. I'm fine with him there. Christian, Logan Wilson, free safety is good. Corners are great. Defensive line, great. It's just that strong safety spot. And the offensive line is looking good. My receivers are solid. I mean, we made a lot of progress this offseason. We made a lot of progress. Our team got a hell of a lot better. And we enter 2024 praying that we can have a better season. We need to have a better season. Let me know what you guys think we did in the offseason. I think we had a great offseason. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. And I'll see you in the next one.